Hello everyone, many of you have asked me how the Luba Mini AWD performs along borders. That's exactly what we're going to test in this video. Here I have some borders at the back of my garden, and I also have this section along the wall. Since it has only one cutting deck and a lot of space between here and there, we'll see if it leaves a lot of grass along the border. To test this in the best way possible, I left about 5 to 10 centimeters of space between the robot and the wooden section. And along the borders, I trimmed as close as possible, about 2 centimeters. So we'll see how many centimeters of uncut grass the mower leaves behind. This is the first mow I'm doing with the Luba Mini AWD. It will allow us to see if the mowing is clean, if there are any uncut areas, and to check the final result. All right, let's let it do its thing. For those wondering, there is still some grass in certain spots. You can hear that it makes some noise, but not too much. I just set the movement speed to 0.6 meters per second to make it as fast as possible. The fact that it has 6 blades allows for a sharp and precise cut. Honestly, I'm quite impressed with the cut. Just look at this. It's a clean cut. It's starting to rain now. This robot is waterproof, by the way. I just placed this here on the rain sensor so that it doesn't stop working because I want to finish the video. So if it could finish mowing, that would be great. It's not recommended to mow in the rain, but we'll also take the opportunity to check if the grass sticks underneath the deck. If you want to order it, I'll put the link in the video description. Plus, you can get a $50 discount. You can see small clumps of grass, which is normal because it hasn't been mowed in a while. Back in the garden, you can see all this grass. In any case, it really cuts super well. I'm actually quite surprised. Look at this. This is just one pass and the speed is relatively fast. There are still some big clumps of grass here, and today's weather is really humid. The grass is sticking everywhere, but that doesn't stop it from doing a great job. So far, it has left this strip uncut because it hasn't finished yet. It's still mowing the middle and will then do 3 laps around the garden. That's why. If you have any questions or need help choosing a robotic mower, feel free to send me a private message. I'll put the link in the description. I'm happy to chat and help based on my experience. I'll try to reply within the day. The Luba Mini is doing its first laps, so we'll quickly see if it cuts right up to the edge. Let's go check it out. I even brought a measuring tape to measure it, so let's get started. It's starting its first mowing lap. Apparently, this is the closest lap. Here I had left about 10 centimeters of space. The wheel passes here, leaving about this much plus the cutting deck width. We'll measure at the end to see exactly how much. Let's measure everything. Note that the battery percentage is at 33%. It started at 75% for this area, which is 41 square meters. In terms of mowing, there's really nothing to say. It's perfect. Now I'm going to use a rake to clear the small grass clippings, since, as I mentioned, the grass was a bit tall. Because it's raining right now, this also allows us to test it in the rain. We'll also check under the mower to see if the grass sticks to the deck. To find out, stay tuned for the next video on this YouTube channel, so make sure to subscribe. Before measuring, one thing I noticed is that I had set it to cut as close as possible to the border, but it didn't get very close. That's a bit of a shame. Maybe it's due to the front camera detecting objects, as I had enabled object detection mode. That could be the reason. We'll run more tests later. Visually, it doesn't look too bad. It simply left this strip here. On this part, I had left a bit more space. Here we have about 50 centimeters. In some areas, for example here, we have 40 centimeters, and here 30 centimeters. What's unfortunate is that it didn't go completely up to the edge. Maybe it detected the plants and moved slightly away. There's about 12 centimeters between the blade and the deck cover. It's the next day, and I relaunched the mower. You can see that the mowing quality is excellent. This time I disabled object detection, so now it only detects obstacles with the bumper. This allows it to get much closer. Around this tree trunk, for example, it got within 15 centimeters. So it still leaves some grass, but not too much. It follows the path precisely. Now, it's getting much closer, which is great. Since I didn't leave too much space in my path setup, it follows it very accurately. I'm quite happy because it ended up mowing quite close after all. Let's see what it left behind. It left about 30 centimeters. In other spots, it left a little less, around 25 centimeters. And what's really impressive is this area, almost no need for a trimmer here. It's more like 20 to 25 centimeters, or even just 15 centimeters. On this part, we're at about 20 centimeters, between 15 and 20 centimeters. Honestly, the mowing quality is spot on, really satisfying. If you want to order it or learn more, feel free to check the link in the description. That will take you directly to the website and you can get a $50 discount. If you'd like to send me a message, I'll also put the link in the description. Subscribe so you don't miss the next videos and tests, and I'll see you next time. All right, ciao, ciao.